10 awesome egg tricks. Now for the first one, you're gonna take a hard-boiled egg, place it inside a jar, and we're gonna add lots of vinegar. Okay, you're gonna leave this for 24 hours just to melt, and there we go, we've got a bouncy egg. Look at that, isn't that cool? Didn't expect that. Your homemade bouncy ball. Okay, now you're gonna take some cabbage, red cabbage, and you're going to blend it up. Now you're gonna take an egg, place it onto a plate, just the egg white though. So just remove the egg yolk, and then you place that cabbage juice into it, and it'll create this beautiful sort of magical galaxy blue color. Great. Now if you add a little bit of lemon juice, what happens is the acidity will make the red cabbage go sort of purple, reddish. And look at what happens. Isn't that cool? Now if you do it two separate things together and place them into a pan, you got these different color eggs. And you just put the yolks back, and look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? It's amazing. So simple, yet so stunning. Okay, easy poached egg. You take a glass, add a little bit of water, drop an egg into it, just like that. And now you're gonna take this and place a plate on it and place it into the microwave. Now you're gonna microwave it only just for a little bit of time, just about a minute, and then you see how it is. And there you go, poached egg. Perfect, simple, quick, can't really fail. Okay, this next trick, you're gonna take a hard-boiled egg, place it into a jar with a little bit of water, and you're gonna shake it. And what happens now is it sort of hits the shell and breaks it apart, and the water gets in there, and then it just makes it so easy to de-shell it. Just like the shell falls off of it. Forget trying to remove it difficultly. This is just super simple. Now, in this next trick, we're gonna separate the yolk from the white, and then we're going to mix the whites until they become nice and fluffy. Then we're gonna add a tiny pinch of salt. Now just keep mixing it a little bit so the salt gets incorporated. And then you're gonna take a pan and add a little bit of oil, put a metal cooking ring, and place some of the whites in there, and then place the yolk back, and then cover that up with a little bit more of the fluffy whites. Now you're gonna take your time and cook it for a little bit on one side, then flip it over and cook it for another minute on the other side. And then you're gonna separate it very gently from the ring. And there you go, you got fluffy eggs. Look at that. Nice and fluffy and airy, and a nice runny yolk on the inside. Awesome. Okay, so for this next trick, we're gonna take an egg again. You guessed it, it's an egg trick. And we're gonna take a bottle of water, and you're just gonna separate the egg yolk like that. You just suck it up, and then you just drop it down. That easy. You should really give that a try. Okay, another glass, another egg. I'm gonna break it open, put it inside, add a little bit of milk, take a fork, stir it around, and we're gonna have delicious, fluffy, scrambled eggs. Put it in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and then there you go. Simple, done, fluffy, scrambled eggs in 2 minutes. Okay, this next one, we're separating the yolk again from the whites. And now we're going to add a little bit of herb, in this case some basil. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cheese, and we're gonna mix it up, just like that. Now you're gonna take a little bit of cling film, add some oil onto it, and then we're gonna place it into a bowl. Now you're gonna place this mixture into that cling film, just a little bit, maybe half of it, and then you're gonna place your yolk back in, and then you're gonna place the other half on top of it. And what we're doing is we're making a sort of enhanced poached egg. This is super stunning and super interesting. Then just tie it up, place it into some hot water, and poach it like you normally would. And then you got an extraordinary new kind of poached egg. Isn't that awesome? Okay, for this next tip, take a plate, add a little bit of oil on top, then place your egg on top, and then just cut a tiny little hole with a knife. And then you're gonna place it into a microwave. You're gonna cook it for about 45 seconds. And there you go, egg sunny side up in the microwave, super quick. If you're in a rush, this is the perfect solution. Now, in a bowl, we're gonna add 1 normal egg and a couple of quail eggs. And this is just like an interesting, different take on a fried egg. It just looks a lot more interesting and weird. It's like, why is there all these tiny little yolks with one big yolk? It almost looks like a radioactive chicken dropped this out of itself.